Hello, and welcome to the Victoria English Podcast. I am so happy you're here with me today. My name is Victoria, and this is your space to learn English in a simple, friendly, and comfortable way. This podcast is for beginners, so do not worry if you feel like your English is not perfect yet. That is completely okay. We all start somewhere, and you are already doing something amazing. You are trying. You are listening. You are learning. That is a big step, and I am very proud of you. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe. That helps me so much, and it means you will never miss a new episode. I want to be with you on this journey every step of the way. So please take a moment, find the subscribe button, and press it. And if you enjoy this episode, please share it with a friend who is also learning English. Together we can grow and learn and improve. Today we are going to talk about something very, very important. Something every English learner thinks about. Something that can be a little difficult and sometimes even frustrating. We are going to talk about how to remember new English words. Yes, you heard me right. We are talking about vocabulary. How to learn it, how to keep it in your head, and how to use it when you need it. I know that many of you have this problem. You learn a new word today and tomorrow you forget it. You read a word in a book, you look it up in a dictionary, and then 5 minutes later it is gone. You cannot remember it. Maybe you try to use it in a conversation, but the word does not come out. Your mind is empty. You feel stuck. You feel like you are not making progress. I understand. I really do. That is so normal. That happens to every single person who learns a new language. It happens to me when I learn Spanish. It happens to my students. It happens to everyone. But here is the good news. There is a way to remember English words better. There are simple tricks and habits you can use to help your brain keep those words. And today I am going to teach you those tricks. Before we start, I want you to take a deep breath. Relax your shoulders. Smile a little. Learning should be fun. It should not feel like a punishment. So let us enjoy this time together. Let us make this podcast a safe place for your English learning journey. So how do we remember new English words? This is the big question. First, I want to tell you about a very important idea. Your brain is like a garden. Yes, a garden. When you learn a new word, it is like planting a seed. A tiny seed in the soil. But a seed alone is not enough. A seed needs water. It needs sunlight. It needs care. You need to water it and take care of it every day. If you do not, the seed will not grow. It will stay small. It might even die. And the same is true with new English words. You need to take care of them. You need to water them with practice. You need to give them sunlight by using them. You need to visit them every day. If you just plant the seed and walk away, you will forget it. So today, I want to give you 7 simple ways to help those seeds grow into strong, beautiful plants. These are not hard. They are easy habits. Little things you can do every day. The first way is to connect the new word with something you already know. Your brain loves connections. It remembers things better when they are attached to something familiar. For example, let us say you want to learn the word apple. Maybe you already know the word fruit. So you can think apple is a fruit. That is one connection. Or maybe you know the color red. You can think an apple is often red. The more connections you make, the stronger the memory becomes. You can also connect the word to your own life. If you learn the word kitchen, think about your own kitchen. What does it look like? What do you do there? When you connect a new English word to your personal life, it becomes more real. It is not just a word in a book anymore. It is part of your world. You can also connect words to pictures. Close your eyes and imagine the word. If you learn the word dog, picture a dog in your head. Imagine its fur. Imagine its tail. Imagine the sound it makes. When you use your imagination, your brain remembers better. Pictures are very powerful for memory. The second way is to use the word many times. And I mean many times. You cannot learn a new word just by seeing it once. You need to see it, hear it, and use it again and again. When you learn a new word, try to use it 5 times that day. Say it out loud. Write it in a sentence. Use it in a conversation with yourself. Use it when you are talking to a friend. The more you use it, the more it sticks. There is a rule in language learning. It is called the rule of 7. Some people say you need to see a word 7 times before you remember it. Other people say you need to see it 20 times. But the important thing is this. 1 time is not enough. You need repetition. Repetition is your friend. Do not be afraid of repeating words. That is how you learn. When I was learning Spanish, I would write new words on small pieces of paper. I would put them on my wall. I would put them on my fridge. I would put one in my pocket. Every time I walked past, I would look at the word and say it out loud. I did this many times a day. After a few days, I did not need the paper anymore. The word was in my head. So my advice is simple. Use the word. Use it again. Use it again. Do not stop after one time. Keep using it until it feels natural. The third way is to use the word in a sentence. A word alone is hard to remember, but a word in a sentence is much easier. Why? Because a sentence gives the word meaning. It gives the word a home. It shows you how the word is used. For example, let us say you learn the word happy. On its own, happy is just a word. But in a sentence, it comes to life. I am happy today. She feels happy. They are happy with their new house. Now you can see how the word works. You can see how it connects with other words. You can see it in action. When you learn a new word, always try to put it in a sentence. Write 3 or 4 sentences using that word. Say the sentences out loud. Make them true for you. I am happy when I learn English. That is a sentence. That is real. That helps you remember. Another helpful trick is to learn words in groups. Do not learn words one by one. Learn them in families. For example, if you learn the word eat, you can also learn food, hungry, delicious, and restaurant. These words are all connected. They are all about the same topic. When you learn them together, your brain creates a map, a network, and it is much easier to remember. Think about it this way. If you are in a new city, you can try to find one street. But that is hard. It is easier if you know the whole neighborhood. You know the big streets, the small streets, the park, the store, the school. When you know the area, you can find any street easily. The same is true with words. Learn a group of words and they will help you find each other in your memory. The fourth way is to review your words regularly. And I do not just mean the next day. I mean over and over again over time. There is something called spaced repetition. This is a fancy term, but the idea is simple. You review a word, then you wait a little, then you review it again, then you wait a little longer, and then you review it again. This helps your brain move the word from short-term memory to long-term memory. Let me explain. When you first learn a word, it is in your short-term memory. That is like a small whiteboard. It holds information for a little while. But if you do not use it, the information is erased. To move a word to long-term memory, you need to review it many times. But you do not need to review it every single day forever. You can review it today, then tomorrow, then in 3 days, then in 1 week, then in 2 weeks. This is spaced repetition. And it works very well. There are many apps that can help you with this. But you can also do it yourself. Write down new words in a notebook. Then every few days, open your notebook and read them again. Cover the translation and try to remember the meaning. Test yourself. This is a great way to review. The fifth way is to learn with your ears. Listen to English as much as you can. When you hear a new word in a podcast, in a song, in a movie, or in a conversation, your brain starts to recognize it. It becomes familiar. And when a word is familiar, it is easier to remember. Listening is very important. Many learners focus only on reading. They read words and they write words, but they do not listen enough. And then they have a problem. They cannot understand when someone speaks. The words sound different. They speak too fast. The pronunciation is hard. So listen. Listen a lot. Listen to this podcast. Listen to other podcasts. Listen to songs. Watch TV shows with subtitles. Watch YouTube videos. The more you listen, the better your brain gets at recognizing words. And when you recognize a word, you are closer to remembering it. When you hear a new word, try to repeat it. Say it out loud. Copy the sound. Copy the rhythm of the voice. This is very helpful for your pronunciation too. It trains your mouth to make the sounds. It trains your ear to hear the sounds. It makes the word a part of you. The sixth way is to keep a vocabulary notebook. This is one of the best things you can do. Get a small notebook just for English words. Write the word, its meaning, and an example sentence. You can also draw a small picture if you like. This is your personal dictionary. It is your tool. but I want you to use it differently than a normal dictionary. Do not just write words in alphabetical order. Write them by topic. Write all the food words together. Write all the clothing words together. Write all the emotions together. This helps your brain organize the words. It creates those word families we talked about. And do not just write and close the notebook. Use it. Review it. Look at it when you have a few minutes. On the bus, in the waiting room, before you sleep. A little bit every day is better than a lot once a week. I also recommend that you keep your notebook with you at all times. When you hear a new word, write it down immediately. Do not wait. If you wait, you might forget it. The moment you hear or read a new word, grab your notebook and write it. This simple habit will change your learning forever. The seventh and final way is to use the word in real life. This is the most important one. You need to use the words you learn. You need to speak. You need to write. You need to communicate. A word is not truly yours until you use it. Do not be afraid to make mistakes. Mistakes are normal. Mistakes are how we learn. When you speak, you are practicing. When you write, you are practicing. Every time you try to use a new word, you are making it stronger. Even if you use it wrong, it is still a step forward. Your teacher or your friend can help you correct it. And then you will remember the correction. You will learn from it. Think about a baby. A baby does not speak perfectly. They make mistakes. They say funny things. But they keep trying. They keep talking. And slowly they learn. You are the same. You are learning a new language. You are like a baby in a way. And that is okay. Babies are great learners because they do not worry about mistakes. They just try. So try. Speak. Use the words. Do not let fear stop you. Find a friend to practice with. Maybe there is someone in your family or your class. Maybe you can find a language partner online. There are many apps where you can practice with native speakers. Use them. Practice makes progress. And you can also talk to yourself. I do this all the time. When I am alone, I describe what I am doing in English. I am washing the dishes. I am eating breakfast. I am walking to the store. This is a great way to practice without needing someone else. You are using the words you know. You are building sentences. You are practicing your English. And no one is judging you. It is just you and your words. So let us review the 7 ways quickly. Number 1, connect the word to something you already know. Number 2, use the word many times. Number 3, use the word in a sentence. Number 4, review your words regularly. Number 5, listen to English. Number 6, keep a vocabulary notebook. And number 7, use the word in real life. Now I want to talk about something else that is very important. Something many learners forget. Your mindset. Yes, your mindset. How you think about learning has a huge effect on how well you remember words. If you think I am bad at remembering words, then you will be bad. Your brain believes what you tell it. So tell it something positive. Tell it I can learn these words. I am getting better every day. This is not just a nice idea. This is true. Your belief makes a difference. When you learn a new word, do not say, "Oh, this is too hard. I will never remember this." Instead, say, "This is new, but I will practice it. It will become familiar." Be patient with yourself. Be kind to yourself. Learning a language is a long journey. It takes time. You will not learn all the words in one day. And that is okay. Every word you learn is a victory. Celebrate it. Some days you will feel like you are not learning anything. You might feel frustrated. That happens. It happens to everyone. But do not give up. Keep going. Keep listening. Keep practicing. Those small efforts add up. One day you will look back and see how far you have come. And you will be so proud. I want you to imagine yourself in 1 year. Imagine you can speak English more easily. Imagine you can understand movies and songs. Imagine you can have a conversation with a native speaker. That is possible. That is waiting for you. All you have to do is keep going. Keep learning one word at a time. Now let us talk about some common mistakes learners make when trying to remember new words. I want you to avoid these mistakes. They can slow you down. The first mistake is learning too many words at once. Some people try to learn 20 or 30 new words in one day. That is too many. Your brain cannot hold that much at one time. You will forget most of them. It is better to learn 5 new words a day. Or even 3. Quality is more important than quantity. Learn a few words well, and they will stay in your memory. Learn too many, and they will all disappear. The second mistake is only studying from a list. A list of words with translations is not enough. You need to see the word in context. You need to see it in a sentence. You need to hear it. You need to use it. A list is a starting point, but it is not the whole picture. Do not just memorize lists. Read, listen, speak, and write. The third mistake is forgetting to review. Many people learn a word and never look at it again. They think it is in their head forever. But that is not how memory works. If you do not review, you will forget. Reviewing is not optional. It is necessary. It is part of the learning process. So make reviewing a habit. A few minutes every day. The fourth mistake is not saying the word out loud. When you read a word silently, your brain does not make a strong connection. But when you say it out loud, you are using your voice. You are hearing the sound. You are moving your mouth. This involves more parts of your brain. It makes the memory stronger. So say the words out loud. It might feel a little strange at first, but it works. The fifth mistake is being afraid of making mistakes. Some learners never use new words because they are scared they will use them wrong. They want to be perfect. But perfection is not the goal. The goal is to communicate. You can make mistakes and still be understood. Native speakers make mistakes too. So do not worry. Use the words. Make mistakes. Learn from them. That is the path to progress. Now I want to give you some more practical tips. Little things you can do every day to improve your vocabulary. One tip is to label things in your house. Write the English word on a small piece of paper and stick it on the object. Put table on the table. Put door on the door. Put window on the window. Put refrigerator on the refrigerator. Every time you see the label, you see the word. You remember it. This is very simple but very effective. Another tip is to change your phone to English. This sounds scary, I know, but it is a great way to learn. You see English words every day. You see words like settings, messages, contacts, photos. You already know what these things do, so you can guess what the word means. Over time, you learn them naturally. You can also change your social media to English. Follow English pages. Watch videos in English. Read posts in English. Surround yourself with the language. The more you see and hear English, the more familiar it becomes. And familiar words are easier to remember. Another tip is to use flashcards. Write the word on one side and the meaning on the other side. Then test yourself. Look at the word and try to remember the meaning. Look at the meaning and try to remember the word. You can do this with physical cards or with an app on your phone. There are many good flashcard apps. Find one you like and use it every day. I also recommend that you learn synonyms and antonyms. Synonyms are words that have similar meanings. Antonyms are words that have opposite meanings. When you learn big, learn large too. That is a synonym. And learn small. That is an antonym. This helps you build connections in your brain. It also makes your English richer. You will have more words to choose from when you speak. And do not forget about idioms. Idioms are phrases that have a special meaning. They are not always literal. For example, break a leg means good luck. It does not mean you want someone to break their leg. Learn a few idioms. They make your English sound more natural. They are fun to learn. Native speakers use them all the time. Now I want to share some practice conversations with you. These are short and simple. They use some of the words we have talked about. Listen to them. Repeat them if you want. Practice them with a friend. Use them in your own life. Conversation number 1. Two friends are talking about their day. Friend A says, "How are you today?" Friend B says, "I am happy. I learned some new English words." Friend A says, "That is great. What words did you learn?" Friend B says, "I learned apple and dog." Friend A says, "Can you use them in a sentence?" Friend B says, "Yes. I ate an apple. I have a dog." Friend A says, "Very good. You're learning fast." This is a very simple conversation, but it shows you how to use new words. You can use these words in your own conversations. You can ask your friend about their day. You can tell them about your English learning. This helps you practice and remember. Conversation number 2. A student is talking to a teacher. Student says, "I forgot the word for this." Teacher says, "Do not worry. Let us practice together." What is the word? Student says it is the thing we eat at breakfast. Teacher says bread? Student says yes. Bread. I forgot. Teacher says it is okay. Practice it again. Bread. I like bread. Student says bread. I like bread. Teacher says now you will remember. See how the teacher helps the student? The teacher uses the word in a sentence. The student repeats it. This is a good way to remember. You can do this with a partner. Help each other. Practice together. Conversation number 3. Someone is describing their family. I have a big family. My mother is kind. My father is funny. My sister is smart. My brother is tall. I love my family. This is a great way to practice words. You can describe your own family. You can use the words kind, funny, smart, and tall. This makes the words meaningful to you. Practice these conversations. Change them. Make them your own. Use new words. The more you practice, the better you get. Now I want to spend some time talking about the importance of reading. Reading is one of the best ways to learn new words. When you read, you see words in context. You see how they are used. You see them in sentences. You see them in stories. This helps you understand their meaning. This helps you remember them. Read books that are at your level. You do not need to read difficult books. Start with easy books. Children's books are great for beginners. They have simple language. They have pictures. They are fun. You can also read graded readers. These are books written specifically for English learners. They have different levels. You can find a level that is right for you. Read newspapers and magazines. Read online articles. Read blogs. Read anything you enjoy. If you are interested in the topic, you will want to read more. And when you read more, you learn more words. The key is to read regularly. Even 10 minutes a day is good. When you see a new word in your reading, try to guess its meaning from the context. Do not look it up immediately. Read the whole sentence. Read the sentences around it. Try to understand it from the situation. This is a useful skill. When you do look it up, you will understand it better. You will remember it better. And do not forget about writing. Writing is another great way to learn words. When you write, you use words. You choose them. You put them together. This requires you to think about the words. This helps your brain remember them. Start a journal in English. Write a little every day. Write about what you did. Write about how you feel. Write about your plans. Use the new words you are learning. Do not worry about making mistakes. Just write. The more you write, the better you become. You can also write stories. Short stories. Use the words you have learned. Be creative. Be silly. Writing stories is fun. It helps you use your imagination. It helps you practice. It helps you remember. I also want to talk about songs. Music is a wonderful tool for learning. Songs are catchy. They repeat words. They use simple language. They are emotional. All of these things help you remember. Find English songs you like. Listen to them. Read the lyrics. Sing along. Look up the words you do not know. Learn the chorus. Chorus is the part of the song that repeats. If you learn the chorus, you learn many new words. And singing is fun. It makes learning enjoyable. Movies and TV shows are also great. Watch with subtitles. Listen to the words. See how they are pronounced. See how they are used. See the body language of the actors. This gives you context. Context helps memory. So watch a movie. Enjoy it. And learn at the same time. Now I know that some of you might be very busy. You have work, school, family. You do not have much time to study. That is okay. You do not need to study for hours every day. Just a little bit is enough. 15 minutes a day. 10 minutes a day. Even 5 minutes a day. It all adds up. Listen to this podcast during your commute. Review your vocabulary notebook during your lunch break. Read a short article before you sleep. Practice speaking when you are alone. Small habits make a big difference over time. Consistency is more important than intensity. It is better to study a little every day than to study for a long time once a week. Daily practice helps your brain stay in English mode. It keeps the words fresh. It makes learning a natural part of your day. And do not forget to have fun. Learning should be enjoyable. If you are not having fun, you will not want to do it. So find ways to make it fun. Play games. Watch videos. Read stories. Talk to people. Make it a positive experience. Your brain learns better when you are happy. Let me tell you a little story. A student of mine was very frustrated with vocabulary. She felt like she was not learning. She forgot words the next day. She felt stuck. She wanted to give up. But she did not. She started using the methods I have shared with you today. She made connections. She used words in sentences. She reviewed regularly. She listened to English every day. She spoke even when she was scared. And slowly it got easier. She started to remember. She started to feel more confident. After a few months, she could have a conversation. She was so happy. She told me, Victoria, I can do it. It is not impossible. And she was right. It is not impossible. You can do it too. I believe in you. I know you can learn English. You have already started. You are listening to this podcast. That is a big step. You are looking for ways to improve. That is a big step. Keep going. Keep trying. Do not give up. And remember, every word you learn is a victory. Every sentence you understand is a victory. Every conversation you have is a victory. Celebrate your victories. Be proud of yourself. You deserve it. So let us end this episode with a little practice. I want you to repeat after me. Say these sentences out loud. I will say them and you repeat them. This will help you practice your pronunciation and use the words we have learned. Repeat after me. I can learn English. Good. I remember new words. Excellent. I practice every day. Perfect. I am getting better. Wonderful. I am proud of myself. Yes, you are. You are doing great. Now I want you to take a moment and think about one word you learned recently. Just one. Think about it. What does it mean? How do you say it? Can you use it in a sentence? Try it. Say the sentence out loud. Congratulations. You have practiced a word. Now one more time. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe. Press that subscribe button. This helps me continue making content for you. And if you know someone who is also learning English, share this podcast with them. We are all in this together. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Victoria English Podcast. I hope you learned something today. I hope you feel a little more confident about learning new English words. I hope you are ready to try these methods and see them work for you. Remember, learning is a journey. It is not a race. Go at your own pace. Enjoy the process. You are doing something wonderful for yourself. You are learning a new language. That is a big achievement. Be kind to yourself. Be patient with yourself. Trust that you are making progress even on days when it does not feel like it. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. I appreciate each and every one of you. Your support means so much to me. I will be back soon with another episode. We will talk about more English learning topics. We will practice together. We will grow together. Until then, keep practicing. Keep listening. Keep speaking. Keep learning. You are amazing, and I believe in you. This is Victoria from the Victoria English Podcast. Thank you for your time. Take care of yourself. And I will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.